Yo, welcome to trade recap for August 14th. First of all, I'm sorry I haven't been on as much. Life's been really busy. So kind of been slipping a little bit on the YouTube videos, but I want to become more consistent, as you already know. But the pre-market analysis, I haven't been doing them specifically recently because I've been teaching somebody in the morning before trading, just some fundamental stuff, but they're kind of starting to become a little more independent on it. So I'm going to try to do some pre-market also, but it's not going to be every single day. It's just going to be as consistent as I can make it. Some mornings I'm more busy, some afternoons I'm more busy. So you guys understand. So today was very obvious to me. There was two trades here that were amazing, A plus, in my personal opinion. I just took the first one that I saw here. So I took a 15-second inversion, also paired with a somewhat 30-second CISD. The open was below. I actually count those as closes, personally. So what we saw was on the daily time frame, we had previous day highs right here. What happened in price was in pre-market, we swept that out. We saw very good reactions off it, and then we saw a stop hunt. We generated liquidity all the way through here, right here, and then we saw this one wick that came up, creating high resistance, and then opening up a 5-minute gap right here. So this is a very strong sponsored 5-minute gap. And also another thing that was paired with it was that on ES, on the higher time frame, we had this ridiculous wick from previous day highs, creating a high time frame SMT off of it. And also we did have the same sponsored 5-minute, but we didn't end up reaching that. Oh, bless me. So we tapped into this 5-minute gap right before market open, but we got a sweep of the 5-minute internal high that we see marked out here. From there, I just very much was expecting this to run all the way down to our draws and liquidity. We had a 1-hour internal low, a 2-hour LFEG, 2-hour internal low here on ES. Very good, solid draws on liquidity all around. So I took this 15-second. Hold up. This 15-second IFVG, waited for a little bit more confirmation to make sure the 30-second closed within that range also, which it did. From there, I just went break even at this. Sorry, I had to go out here. I went break even at this 1-hour internal low, and then just held for a 1-to-1. The fill wasn't exactly where it is on here. I got filled a little bit lower down, probably like around here. So that's why it was a little bit lower than the 1-hour internal low. But that's the trade I took. Let's go over the trade that you could have taken afterwards, because like there's a lot of really good opportunities the market gave us today. So there's a few things that I saw that could have been taken or tooken, whatever you want to say. So this 2-hour LFEG after sweeping out this 2-hour internal low, very strong level for reversal when we are in an overall bullish market. I was short-term bearish to these levels. After that, I was expecting price to want to push us back higher. We are in overall a bullish market still. So we swept out these levels. If you were really eager and you viewed this as strong enough generated structure on the 30-second, this first 30-second inversion definitely was a solid entry. I don't know if it was A plus in my personal opinion, just because of the structure. But this did end up playing to these highs up here for a 1.9. Could have also just held for a 1-to-1. Still, like, overall, very good entries. We did have this 5-minute right here. Let me see if it would have stopped us out here. Yeah. So this 5-minute probably would have stopped us out at break even unless it was created afterwards. Hold up, y'all. I think it was opened over here. 935 candle, 940. Yeah. So this would probably honestly been a break even for me. I would have went break even to this 5-minute, pulled back into here, and then ran. Honestly though, there's some times where I do see this 5-minute and I understand the higher time frame narrative is kicking in and I don't go break even. Maybe I just trail to the body of the candles or till a fair value gap, the bottom of a fair value gap. So in the position of that, I might have not went break even fully because of the high time frame narrative here. But still a very good entry. It's sponsored by high time frame levels. We have good draws and liquidity up here overall, with high resistance being this now, targeting these highs up here. We did inverse this 5 minute. There was a 5 minute inversion entry if that was kind of your forte. Let me show that one. So after we inverse this 5 minute, we could expect for us to go higher, at least to this major high. So entering here, putting at the body or at this bottom of this wick here, it's a very large stop, but targeting just a 1-to-1 here, going break even at this high. It's definitely not A+ in my opinion, just because of the overall lack of draws on NASDAQ to the upside here. You're kind of just hoping for this and most likely going to get just stopped at break even. So when you expect to break even, sometimes it's not worth putting your capital on it. But overall, it's a decent entry. Let's look at what else we had here. I'm just trying to give you all the full breakdown. This 2 minute continuation. I usually don't take continuations from levels unless it's a 5 minute, because usually when we open up the 5 minute, price will disrespect this 2 minute to reach that 5 minute. And you can have an unnecessary loss from that position. But overall, we had a very good trade idea from this 2-hour LFEG with this 30-second. But of course, in my opinion, trade of the day was this sponsored 5 minute when we still had these obvious draws and liquidity to be taken to the downside. So that is it for today. Let me put my position back on here. That is it for today. I will catch you guys on Monday. Overall, this week was kind of break even for me. I haven't been making videos, so I'll just tell y'all. I had 2 break evens, a loss, and then a win today. So pretty much a break even week. I kind of had not a mental block this week, but definitely had some slippage mentally. Was not making the best trading decisions overall, was not managing A+ positions. So I really just had to step back, have a psychological reset. I'm going out of town this week to really enforce that, make sure I'm starting fresh next week. So we're going to get it. August is going to be a good month. Today was a good way to start it back up. So yeah, I'll catch you all Monday. God bless. Stay safe. Peace out.